Hey, what's up, fellas? This is Dr. Varun Gandhi. Love and abundance to you guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Gandhi TV, your one stop shop to elevate your consciousness. Today, I want to talk about food and my journey with food. The last 2 years, I have made leaps and bounds and changes in my diet. I've completely removed alcohol from my system. I've completely removed fast food from my system. Processed foods for the most part. Focused been on fresh fruits and raw vegetables with a little bit of carbs every day. Oh, and I've gone vegan too, so I've removed dairy from my system as well the last about 8 months. So these are been some drastic changes in my diet in the last 2 years. And ever since then, I feel so much lighter. My energy levels have increased. I have no health issues whatsoever, and I rarely ever get sick. I barely have to work out. I actually don't have to go to the gym. I go for a walk, about 3 or 4 laps around my community, and try to get my 10,000 steps in. But I've focused so much on my diet, and I've detached from a lot of these foods that I used to eat when I would get emotional. I've put in so much focus and energy in there, and now my diet is so clean and so regular that I feel amazing. As the most healthy I've ever felt before. So how did I do this? What happened? Well, at one point I started tuning into my body. I started tuning into understanding what my body was telling me. And when I realized that my body was giving me messages, I figured out that based on the foods that I eat, my body will tell me if it wants it again or not. When I understood this, that my body was giving me these messages after every meal, I realized that I had unlocked the secret to maintaining a healthy body, a healthy lifestyle. Just listen to your body. It gives you all the answers you need. But what's happened is that we have put in so many toxins in our body that come in the form of processed food and meat, the chemicals, the preservatives. We've put so much processed and so much chemicals in our body that we are literally creating an environment of toxicity. No wonder all of us are in fear most of the time. Our bodies, the internal environments are already an acidic environment, really toxic. We've been torturing our bodies with the food that we eat. We have to stop this. We have to start tuning in, listening to our bodies. They're sending us messages. They're letting us know, yes, eat these foods, don't eat these foods. Maybe for different people it may be different. I don't know. I know what it is for me. So then as I was researching, trying to understand what my diet looks like now, this is not any diet that's out there. It's a customized diet for myself because I'm listening and tuning into my body. This is how you customize your own diet. You don't need anyone else's suggestions, anyone else's help. you could figure it out all yourself just by listening to your body and how it feels. There are times your body will tell you it feels bloated, it feels heavy, it feels, like food coma. You just want to pass out, just fall asleep. That's your body being sluggish, your body being weighed down by lower vibrational food. It means that these foods are not good for you. You need to start avoiding them. And now what happens here is our emotions, our attachments to these foods come into play. And now we crave these foods. You try going on a cleanse and you remove fried foods from your system for 2 days, 3 days. The third day, fourth day is always so hard. I know. I've done this before. I used to drink cappuccinos, coffee, 3-4 times a day. I love the taste of cappuccinos for some reason. So I got so used to it, I'd have a cappuccino maker at home. I bought one for $100. It's the best, it's amazing. And I'd make cappuccinos 2-3 times a day. Just because I liked the taste of it. But I was addicted to it too. I couldn't do without it. So one day I decided, all right, I'm gonna go on a 1-week fast from just cappuccino. No coffee. It was tough. Especially when on, I think day 3 or day 4, we'd gone to the mall, into Starbucks. The coffee tasting, smelling so good. Yeah. So I had to watch out there. But it was a test for me and I succeeded. Because I came out there. I smelled the coffee and I said, I'm gonna have to step outside. I can't take it. So I stepped out. That's fine. That was a temptation, a distraction. And I stuck to my guns. So a diet that's customized to how your body feels. That's the best way to create your food chart. That's the best way to regulate your health. You don't have to do any blood pressure, blood work. You don't have to do anything. You'll be perfectly fine. You'll feel completely normal. I know this is revolutionary. No one will tell you this stuff. Start tuning into your bodies. So finally, last thing I want to tell you is this. So once I understood this, I went outside and did some research to figure out, is there something with these foods, the foods that my diet currently consists of? Why am I attracted to these foods? What is it about them that makes me feel good? When I say feel good, I'm looking at a sign that makes me feel light, like I feel nourished, light. I'm not sluggish. I don't want to go to sleep. I actually feel active. I want to go do things because I feel light on my feet. So that's what I mean by feel good. So I constantly honed in on that feeling. Like, okay, this is my target feeling. And these were the certain foods that gave me that feeling. Now I wanted to understand, why was I attracted to these certain foods, like fruits and vegetables. So I came across this research done by a Frenchman named Andre Simeoni. No, Andre Simonton. And what his research consisted of was to measure the vibrational frequency or the wavelength that was emitted by certain foods. So what he did was he created this chart which went from 0 to 10,000 angstroms. Now angstroms is a unit of wavelength. And he found out that a healthy human wavelength is about 6,500 angstroms. So he categorized the foods based on that, and he said foods that are above 6,500 are good and healthy and higher vibrational food. Those are the ones that we should be focusing on. And the ones below 6,500, there were a couple other categories, and those are the foods that we should avoid. So the first category, the higher vibrational food, he included things like fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, olives, a lot of nuts like hazelnuts and peanuts, almonds, sunflower seeds, coconut. Soy was also on this list, but I think now soy has been processed in so many different ways that is not, I don't think can be categorized in this list anymore. And also milk, butter, and eggs, but only if it's within 24 hours or even less than that, like absolutely fresh. In the categories below 6,500 were your meats, your butter, your eggs, your milk, chocolate, coffee, certain kinds of teas, preservatives, sausages, meats. Interestingly, sugarcane comes in the category between 3,000 and 6,500, and refined sugar, which comes from sugarcane, has absolutely zero value. So as you process nature, you reduce the value, you reduce the energy, you reduce the vibration contained in these foods. See, we all know that we human beings derive our energy directly from the sun. That's our source, the sun. You know how when you go outside on a sunny day, you're happy, you want to go out and do things, you're enthusiastic, right? And on a cloudy day, how do you feel? You want to sit indoors, just cuddle up, watch some TV, right? Drinking hot chocolate, vegan hot chocolate. So sun, we derive energy. We already feel that when it's a sunny day and when it's not. We feel that, we see that, right? But there's also this other connection that we have with the sun, that we are drawing energy from it. We're sustaining, the sun is sustaining human beings. Now the foods that are directly derived from the sun, like plants, which absorb the sun's energy to grow and give us fruits and vegetables. Now these are higher vibrational energies because they come directly from the sun's energy. In this last decade, we've had so many let's become healthy movements that's pulling us away from meat. A lot of people are moving away from meat onto veganism or vegetarianism. And because of this, we're raising the consciousness, elevating the consciousness of Earth. As we elevate it more and more and more people are joining these movements of veganism and vegetarianism. So let's elevate all together. And in the future, we're essentially going to get to a point where we're completely dependent on solar energy, and that's it. We won't even need food anymore, solid food. Maybe just water to survive. And all our energy will come directly from the sun. But that's for the future, because right now we have to detach ourselves from solid food. If you look at solid food as just as an attachment, it is just an attachment. All you really need are your basic fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds and some grains. That's all we really need to sustain. Rest, all of it is solar energy. That's our major power source. And now our goal is to connect ourselves with this major power source and disconnect from food, the lower vibrational food especially. Food is the major source of disease. What you eat, the food that you eat contains information. This information is a vibration, is a wavelength that our body absorbs as we digest this food and becomes part of our DNA now. So if you're eating foods with lower vibration, those lower vibration DNA now, you're accepting that and you're making it part of your body, your DNA. And because of this, we get mutations in forms that we've never seen before called cancer. They form from toxic bonds created by acidic compounds that you're dropping into your body. Cancer is the top 5 biggest source of death in America right now, all over the world. It comes from food, from eating acidic food. We have to switch our diets over to alkaline. Foods that are higher in pH, above 7. The more alkaline your food, your diet, the healthier you are, the further away from cancer you are, because cancer is all acidic. Drinking sodas is completely acidic water. It's acidic liquid that you're dropping into your body, your alkaline body. That's what's causing these cancers and all these different mutations and different diseases that we see. So guys, let's wake up, let's watch out for our diets, pay attention to the way we feel, how after every meal you feel a certain way, and gauge based on that. Is it worth feeling this again? And if it is, then you could keep eating whatever that made you feel that way. But if it's not, now let's start detaching ourselves from these foods, because they are no longer helping us anymore. They're making us fat, they're making us inflamed. And we have to stop treating our bodies like they're sewers and start treating them like gods. Our body is our house, is our car, is a vehicle. We have to start maintaining them, upgrading them. Now's the time. Let's wake up and let's watch our diets. This is extremely important. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys like this video, please share it with everyone you know. If you know anyone who could benefit from this message, please share it with them. Comment, like below. I would love for everyone to listen to this and come back to me and let me know if this changed your life or not, because this is what helped me out, and I know for sure it could benefit a lot of people out there. All right, guys. Thank you. Love, peace. Just find me all over the internet, Dr. Varun Gandhi, and keep hollering at me. Keep letting me know what you think about these messages. Thanks, guys. I love you. Peace, and we'll talk to you guys soon, very soon.